To our top story tonight, Secretary of State Shenna Bellows is responding to a new lawsuit from the U.S. Department of Justice. It accuses Maine of going against the Constitution in denying undercover license plates to federal immigration agents. Bellows told us today 48 federal agents did receive plates, but the state denied 11 requests from ICE in March because she says the agency refused to agree to use the plates for civil enforcement. Bellows denounced ICE activity Maine experienced in the early months of this year, saying there are, quote, no secret police in the state.
A man from Massachusetts will now serve 10 years in prison after a shooting in Saco from back in 2024. Jason Johnson Rivera pleaded guilty to charges in January. Court records show he and two other men shot a handgun at another vehicle during a confrontation over drug trafficking territory. Well, the driver hit a couple of vehicles, including a school bus, after missing a red light. No one was hurt. In addition to the prison time, Johnson Rivera will also have 4 years of supervised release.
Public outcry now as a Wiscasset high school senior is facing charges. Police accuse Dante Dawkins of strangling another student. Court documents say the 18-year-old pushed a 14-year-old middle school student into a gym wall and grabbed him by the neck. Investigators say the younger student was bruised. Dawkins was arrested and charged with aggravated assault, but parents of the middle school student say they don't feel the district is being transparent about what happened. District leaders declined our request for comment.
Several hundred children in crisis are currently waiting for community-based mental health services, according to state reports. Maine's only Child ACT team, which stands for Assertive Community Treatment, has been caring for children in their homes and schools. The program plans to expand to an underserved area next year. CENTER Maine's Vivian Lee has more.
2 years ago, Lucy Des Roberts was struggling with anger and habits that were getting out of control.
I was depressed. I didn't have very good coping skills. I was smoking and I was drinking. That wasn't just very good habits for me.
I didn't know how to help.
Her mother knew she needed treatment, but Lucy ended up in different emergency rooms because no beds were available in an inpatient program.
She spent time in Maine Med, in the ER in crisis. She spent time at Southern Maine, or Maine Health in Biddeford in crisis.
She did find a bed in a treatment program in New Hampshire, but still struggled, and then ended up in Acadia Hospital in Bangor. Then she was admitted to the Crisis Stabilization Unit at Sweetser in Saco, a short-term therapeutic placement. Then she moved to the Child ACT Assertive Community Treatment Team program. Maine's only Children's ACT team helps children improve while remaining at home, with community-based support and services available 24/7. For 6 to 9 months, the team cares for children ages 5 to 20 who have not responded to lower-level treatment.
Assessing and intervening.
Each family has access to a team including a clinician, nurse practitioner, or medication manager, licensed clinical social worker, case manager, family and peer support, and employment specialists. The program has helped children avoid hospitalization and reduce the number staying in emergency rooms without proper treatment.
If there are safety issues at home, escalation of behaviors, enacting a plan that we worked on during the day, we're going to guide them through.
About 25 children are in the program with a waiting list. The legislature approved funding for Sweetser to add another Child ACT team, possibly in Lewiston or Bangor, next year. Lucy is now in a step-down program which involves therapy on a regular basis. She recently displayed paintings she created with the ACT team's art therapy program and is finishing up her sophomore year at Thornton Academy.
I feel good. I feel like certain and I feel supported.
It really did change our lives. She's back.
And overwhelming gratitude that this teen has the belief in herself to continue on the right path to a healthier life. Vivian Lee, CENTER Maine.
In under 2 weeks, many voters across Maine will head to the polls to decide their local school budgets. In Portland, that's proposed at nearly $180 million this year, and it's now facing pushback from the teachers union.
CENTER Maine's Alex Haskell joins us from our newsroom to tell us why. Hi, Alex.
Portland Teachers Union are calling on voters to say no to the school budget, saying it prioritizes administrative positions over classroom support staff. District leaders say the plan reflects financial reality and still invests in students.
I was surprised.
Portland Public Schools Superintendent Ryan Scallon says he did not expect the teachers union to come out against the district's nearly $180 million budget.
We think the budget went through a robust process that was informed by guidance from City Council, that was informed by our staff and our community throughout months of engagement.
Leaders of the Portland Teachers Union say the budget is too heavy on administrative spending. They point to 6 superintendent and chief level positions, saying some are redundant and could be consolidated. The union wants some of these positions cut to help save 6 ed tech positions. In a statement, Union President Carrie Dowdy says, "We have been advocating for months to bring these essential support positions back, aiming to establish them as consistent and sustainable Portland Public Schools staff positions. This focus on student well-being is why the loss of these 6 essential support positions is so impactful."
We know that it has difficult trade-offs.
Scallon says the district is dealing with declining student enrollment and reduced state funding, forcing tough decisions. He defends the administrative positions criticized by the union, including an assistant superintendent role.
Part of this role is to expand Spring Ahead with SMCC so that more students spend their spring semester, senior year, fully enrolled in college.
Scallon also points to investments in the budget he says directly benefit students.
We expanded the number of education technicians that support our early literacy program.
Scallon says despite the union's opposition, he hopes voters will see value in the plan.
We want people to support the budget.
Now, Portland voters are scheduled to decide on the nearly $180 million school budget on June 9th. In the newsroom, Alex Haskell, News Center Maine.